I survived sleep paralysis. Who said I'm lying? Somebody said I'm lying? Oh, okay. Somebody said I'm lying? Sleep paralysis, you're lying? Oh, that's funny, KD, because I think I seen you in one, you ugly ass bitch. I think I seen you in one. I thought you was a demon, but no, it was just you. Okay, so listen, chat. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Has anybody ever experienced sleep paralysis in this bitch, bro? Has anybody ever experienced sleep paralysis, bro? Let's really talk about it. Has anybody ever experienced sleep paralysis? Y'all never did. Y'all never did. All right, before I tell y'all this story, bro. Before I tell y'all this story, do y'all want to watch? Do y'all want to watch what sleep paralysis is before I tell y'all? Or y'all just want me to get into the story, bro? Because I kind of want y'all to know. I kind of want y'all to understand what it is before I watch it, bro. You feel me? Just spill the video from yesterday. All right, let's just spill it then. Nah. You know what? Hold on. What is sleep paralysis? I'm going to show y'all real quick before we do it. Because I want y'all to understand. Because my shit is crazy. Hold on.
Sleep paralysis. It's real, it's terrifying, but here's how you can prevent it. Have you ever...
No, bitch, I don't want to prevent it. I'm friends with my demons. What is sleep paralysis?
We recently covered the neuroanatomy of dreams and sleep physiology, but some of you have been commenting in the YouTube comments saying that you've had sleep paralysis before. Is this folklore or is there science behind it? We're going to hash it out in this video and talk you through what we know about sleep paralysis.
I got my friends. What they say, I got my friends on the other side.
Canadian Eskimos believed that shamanic spells could paralyze people and induce hallucinations during their sleep. In Japanese culture, kanashibari, kane meaning metal and shibaru meaning to bind or tie, is associated with a sleep demon that strangles the victim while they sleep.
So basically, chat, sleep paralysis, you cannot move. You cannot move your body. You cannot move your head. And it feels like there's somebody sitting on your chest. Somebody or a weight or something, right? Feels like it's sitting on your chest, right? Any weapon formed against me shall not prosper. There's different types of sleep paralysis, but there's all the same one, right? There's different types of sleep paralysis, but there's only a certain amount, right? So there's hold on. Let me see. Now, everybody rebuke in the chat. Unless you want it, rebuke in the chat, bro. Rebuke in the chat, bro. Right, so they got the night hag, right? They got mare, they got Jinn, they got old hag, they got this one, right? This one. Now, this is the one, right? This is the one that I saw, right? And then they got, well, these are like the names or whatever. This is another one that I saw. This one, right? This one right here, right? Now you're like, oh, it's a cat. It's a cat that's crawling. It's just a cat. No. It's not just a cat. It's a cat woman. Oh! Yeah. It's a cat, but in woman sized, like a 5'6", 5'7", woman sized, human sized cat crawling towards your bed. Yes. You feel me? Jan, if you're gonna keep on just repeating the same clip over and over again, you know what's gonna happen, mods. Let that be his last warning. But anyways, I'm telling y'all right now, bro. Shit was crazy. Okay? Here's how it happened, bro. Here's how it happened. Right? Here's how it happened, gang. Right? When I was little at this time, right? Feel me? So, like, I ain't gonna lie. Shit was crazy. I was a badass kid, too. Do I look like I was a badass kid? I just want to ask y'all that real quick. Do I look like I was a badass kid? Because I was. I ain't gonna lie, I was. But I wasn't as bad. You feel me? I wasn't as bad. But you know, when people said, you know, when my parents said, yo, you feel me? Don't watch no scary movies before bed. Shit like that. I would do that. Feel me? I would do that. You feel me? And I ain't gonna lie. It was like, I don't know, bro. I just did not fucking listen. I did not listen at all. So I think that's what it was. I used to stay up all the time. I used to watch scary movies. I used to scare my damn self, acting like I was in scary situations. And then all that shit stopped when I actually started experiencing them bitches. I ain't gonna lie. Yes. So the first time I ever experienced sleep paralysis, and I remember this till this day, bro. Any weapon formed against me shall not prosper. The first time I experienced sleep paralysis, bro, was literally something tall, skinny, and black in the corner of my room, right? And I could not move. And it would happen like every week. Every week, once a week, it will happen, right? Used to, by the way. Used to. Mind you, I'm crazy ass nigga, right? My anger management and shit was really bad. Like, I was suffering from like anger management. You feel me? Anger issues, ADHD, all that. Like, I just did not give a fuck at all. You feel me? Fighting in school, yada yada yada. I ain't give a fuck, right? I still remember when I literally. This is a story time for another day, but I'll get into it a little bit. I unscrewed and broke off the blade of a pencil sharpener, one that you hold and you just put the pencil in. I unscrewed the blade because some nigga was getting on my nerves. I unscrewed the blade and threw it at that nigga, and it hit his face. And I didn't get in trouble. I didn't get in trouble because at that school we were already known for getting in trouble. Therefore, there's nothing else that the teachers could do but like just talk it through or whatever, right? So that's what happened. You feel me? Now your mother didn't apparently. Damn. Anyways, chat. You feel me? Talk it through, set down or whatever, you feel me? So I don't know if that's what kind of caused it as well, but that's what that shit was, bro. So anyways, chat. Every week or every other week, I would experience this nigga that was like at least 7'3", bro. You feel me? Like, it was like he was standing on my floor, and then his head, he was so tall that he would hit the ceiling and be hunched over because he was still fucking that tall, gang. He was still that tall, right? So it was literally a sleep paralysis. It was like, and I couldn't move or nothing. All I could do was move my head. He came regularly. Now he came, yo, howdy, what's good? So he came, and he was just standing there. No eyes, no nothing. No eyes, no arms, no leg. It was just a tall black figure, bro. Like this, man. Like this, just a tall, skinny black figure, but no features at all. You feel me? Maya's in the chat. No features at all, chat. Feel me? And it would just stand there. It would just stand there, and my body, right? My body would like get like real like jittery and vibrationally, right? And like staticky. But I couldn't do anything until I finally broke out of it and I sat right up. And then it was gone. I looked. It was gone. That was the beginner. That was the beginner. That was step one. Right? That was step one. There's levels to this shit, right? As I got older, right? As I got older, there was another one that every year, it would come once a year. It would come once a year, chat, right? It would come once a year. Every time before I like turn a new age, right? It would come once a year, right? Yeah, feeding off the fear, feel me? Now that one stopped. That one stopped. The tall guy stopped when I woke up one day. I got older and I woke up one day and I went into that same exact corner that I saw the thing standing in. And I stood there. I stood there wishing a bitch would. I swear to God. As far as I remember, I swear to God, I stood there wishing a bitch would. Because at that time, I was filled with anger and I was filled with stress and shit like that. Like I told you, I was a badass kid. So I stood there wanting all the fucking smoke. Nothing happened after that. Nothing happened after that. So your ex, when you said feeding off fear, that's exactly what happened. Because when I wasn't scared anymore and I actually wanted all that fucking smoke, nothing happened. Feel me? So next was a different one, a different sleep paralysis that happened every year until I got old enough to not be scared of that one, right? It was the little cat lady that crawled, and she was like staticky and glitchy, and crawled alongside my bed. My nigga crawled up my stairs because I had a staircase, right? I had a staircase to go up to my bedroom. That shit crawled up my stairs and I could do nothing but watch it crawl and glitch up my stairs. Like that shit dead ass looked like this. And then it would crawl. It would go by my feet and then slowly start making its way up to my head. When it came up to my face, I could do nothing but look. Like, look. I couldn't move or anything. I couldn't do nothing but look. And then she would literally pull her face up and peek. Like, just peek over my bed. And I couldn't do shit. I couldn't scream. I couldn't do nothing, bro. I couldn't scream. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't scream. I couldn't do nothing, bro. So that was that one. Yes, bro. That was that one. And then another one, gang. The last one, I think. What was the last one? The last one only happened once. I was having a regular nightmare. I woke up from the nightmare. There was something on top of me sitting crisscross applesauce. A black figure. There was something on top of me. And all he did was push me back down. So here's what happened. I was asleep, right? I was asleep. I woke up out of my nightmare. Boom. Got pushed back down. Woke up again. Nothing was there. So niggas was actually touching me at this point. Oh! Niggas was actually touching me at this point. Like, they was touching me at this point. They was pushing me. Pulling my leg. All that. Feel me? All that, gang. All that. Like, that shit was not no joke, bro. That shit was not no joke at all. That shit was not a joke at all. Like, that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. But yeah, that's because I was watching a whole bunch of scary movies and shit. And actually, what activates sleep paralysis, chat? What activates sleep paralysis is when you don't get a lot of sleep, right? When you're sleep deprived and shit like that, and you don't even have, your brain doesn't even have enough energy to guide your dreams. If you want it good or bad, it's automatically going to go to bad. And then boom, you're fucked, bro. So I'm surprised I never had it then. You feel me? Like, now let's go to this right here, bro. Let's go to this right here, and let's really look at what goes on with sleep paralysis, bro. Let's really look at what goes on with sleep paralysis. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Sleep.
Is this folklore or is there science behind it? We're going to hash it out in this video and talk you through what we know about sleep paralysis.
So now y'all can understand a little bit what was going on. I don't watch dark,
Sleep
scary stuff,
paralysis
then that's
has
good.
literally been the stuff of nightmares for thousands of years. Stories of this phenomenon can be found all across the world, with supernatural undertones passed on through traditional fairy tales. Canadian Eskimos believed that shamanic spells could paralyze people and induce hallucinations during their sleep. In Japanese culture, kanashibari, kane meaning metal and shibaru meaning to bind or tie, is associated with a sleep demon that strangles the victim while they sleep. Similar tales originate from Brazil, Spain, and China, describing shapeless creatures, intruders, and ghosts as the perpetrators. More modern interpretations are those of alien abductions, often featuring humanoid beings with large bug eyes, carrying out medical or even sexual experiments on their abductees. This is some scary...
I don't know about all that. Niggas ain't never do none of that. I would never get my back blown out by a damn demon. I don't know about all that. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened to Quran. That's why he is, but I don't know about all that with me. I don't know.
Stuff. But let's take a deeper look into the science and the evidence.
I don't know about all that now.
So what is sleep paralysis? These are more commonly known as night terrors, and they're a part of a group of sleep disorders called parasomnia.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. Proverbs 3:5-6. You feel me?
These conditions manifest as behavioral disorders, associated in particular with waking up during sleep. Episodes of sleep paralysis in particular occur just as you're about to doze off or wake up, when you expect it the least. If you think this is a rare phenomenon, think again. Nearly 1 in 10 people in the general population will experience sleep paralysis in their lifetime.
It's pretty common, I'm not gonna lie.
Despite this, our definition and understanding of the disorder is poor. But what do we actually know? Sleep paralysis can happen in healthy individuals as a one-off event, but ongoing episodes have been linked with underlying psychiatric, hereditary, and other sleep disorders. It usually doesn't last long.
I did have a sleep problem, bro. Like I couldn't go to sleep. I had so much trouble going to sleep, bro. I just couldn't go to sleep so easy. Like I had to take I don't know, like fucking whatever that sleep liquid is that people take. I had to take that, NyQuil.
Longer than a few minutes at a time.
And it can be linked with the
dream-filled portion of sleep, otherwise known as the rapid eye movement or REM phase of sleep.
Not melatonin.
This allows
NyQuil.
your eyes to continue moving as normal, together with your chest muscles that help you breathe, whilst other voluntary muscle movements like your limbs or your arms and your legs are stopped or inhibited. When REM-based atonia or paralysis intrudes into wakefulness, it causes the dream world and the real world to collide, producing terrifying illusions.
So when y'all was asking, was I awake? Yes, I was awake. Yes, I was. Yes, you are awake when you're sleep paralysis. You are awake. It's kind of like experiencing schizophrenic, but you're not schizophrenic. Right? So it's like you are awake. You're actually looking around. Like, this isn't a dream. You're actually looking around, but your imagination is 10 times stronger. So now you're seeing this shit. Mind you, I honestly feel like, why does our brain not work 100%? So that it can protect us from not seeing and experiencing the shit that others... Bro, there's an afterlife. I'm telling y'all that right now. There is an afterlife. I don't know if it's what we think it is, but there is an afterlife. For sure. And we're in it right now. We're in it right now. You feel me? We're in it right now, colliding. But we just don't see them. You feel me? We don't see them.
Illusions, hallucinations, and sensations. People who experience sleep paralysis report 3 different types of hallucinations. The first is the incubus. This is the feeling of weight or pressure on the chest whilst being choked or suffocated. The second sensation is that of an intruder in the bedroom. Traditionally...
What did I say? Chat, what did I say? Chat, what did I say? Who's lying now? Who's lying? Who's lying? Mind you, this is my first time watching this video too. I was just saying my experiences. I didn't know that this was one. Who's lying? Who's lying now?
This would be some kind of malevolent presence or spirit,
Yo,
which
Leg,
is
what's good?
personalized and interpreted through visual, tactile, and kinetic cues. And lastly are vestibulomotor hallucinations. That's the feeling of dissociation, or to you and me, an out-of-body experience. Before we continue, it'll be useful to catch up on the neurobiology that supports REM sleep. Don't forget, we've covered some of this in our Anatomy of Dreams video. But anyway, let's go into the specifics of sleep paralysis. There's an area at the back of the pons in the brainstem that was first identified by a French neuroscientist called Michel Jouvet.
And this is why 100% of our brain don't work, because if that part worked in the back of our mind, we would be seeing that type of shit daily. I could be up right now streaming and I'd see something right there if this part of the brain worked.
Called the sublaterodorsal nucleus. We'll call it the SLD nucleus from now on. But it's literally a nucleus that's at the back, to the side, and just under the...
And then I got baptized and he went away. That's good, Trenton. All I did was, I honestly walked up to mine and he didn't do shit. So I guess they left.
Pons. And this pontine circuit plays a critical role in muscle atonia during REM.
Yeah, it's just really like a strong hallucination.
Sleep, that's the paralysis part, and is comprised of some really complex neurocircuitry. In particular, increased firing of specific SLD neurons is associated with REM sleep and causes your muscles to become atonic or paralyzed.
Right.
These neurons give us clues towards understanding what goes wrong in something like sleep paralysis. Currently, research indicates...
You think he got... Yeah, he do look like an American white boy. I don't know why he's talking like that.
Strong link between REM...
That nigga's name is Steven.
...sleep disorders and the development of neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and other types of dementia. This suggests that REM sleep disorders may be characterized by the loss of neurological mechanisms that control your REM sleep. Now, it's important to note that just because you're getting sleep paralysis experiences does not mean you're developing Parkinson's disease or some kind of dementia. Lots of things can make these circuits fire wrongly. Some of the risk factors including drinking way too much alcohol and being sleep deprived.
That's what I told y'all! I just told y'all I was sleep deprived! It only happens when you're sleep deprived, bro! It only happens when you're sleep deprived. This is what I told y'all. Mind y'all, this is my first time watching this video. It only happens when you're sleep deprived, bro. Gangsta, that's it. It only happens when you sleep deprived or you drink too much.
And that's why people commonly experience episodes of sleep paralysis after a long-haul flight, for example, when they're in a new time zone and they're sleep deprived. So, there's a neural reason why you might stop being able to move while you're waking. But why do people experience the hallucinations that go with it? Specifically that incubus or the out-of-body sensation. The incubus sitting on the person's chest or the malevolent spirit in the corner of the...
I had sleep paralysis. I had sleep paralysis not too long ago, and then I looked in the corner of my room, I seen Shad. Scariest shit ever. Scariest shit ever. I see my manager Shad. He was like, post them TikToks, Kent. And I was scared as shit. I couldn't move or nothing. Feel me? I couldn't move or nothing. He was like, post them TikToks, pussy. I said, damn, like chill. But then I woke up next morning and I was like hella productive. But that shit, yeah, feel me? That shit was scary, bro. Shit was terrifying.
Room that's just watching you is thought to be attributed to a disturbance in the parietal cortex, an area of the brain responsible for...
Taking an engage! No! No! No, wait. Everybody, hold on. We don't need no vacation time now. Chill. That's no shot. That's how I know it wasn't you. I said it was somebody that looked like you, but I knew it wasn't you. I knew it wasn't you, bro. I knew it wasn't you because they talked different. Feel me? They talked different, bro. I knew it wasn't you, bro. I knew it wasn't you, bro. You feel me? I was like, nah, that's not shot. Leave me alone. I rebuke it. Feel me? I knew that wasn't shot, bro.
interpreting sensations and perceptions, and integrating what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, and touching with your visual system and plugging that all together. This normally allows you to construct spatially coordinated images that project and integrate with your natural environment. Now, your muscles are a really integral part of this mechanism, and they...
You know what? I'm sorry, but a lot of y'all might experience this tonight, because a lot of sleep paralysis only activates once you know what sleep paralysis is. So I'm sorry in advance, but y'all gonna probably be thinking about this all day and then experience it tonight. So.
Give your brain some input.
But it's fine though. Trust me, it's fine.
In and around
it's fine,
the world around you. But in this case, your muscles are paralyzed.
They said, I know you fucking lie. Look, that got the chat moving. They got the chat moving. Y'all niggas. Now y'all start talking to that bitch. That chat moved for like 2 seconds. That shit, oh my goodness.
But you're waking up.
Nah, I'm just playing, chat. I'm just playing.
Without this important sensory integration, centers include...
Look, that's how you look though, deadass. That's how you look. You can't move. And also, y'all, also, listen. Also, the most you can trigger sleep paralysis is if you lay flat on your back. That is the most, like, that's the most common way you can get sleep paralysis. I never had sleeping paralysis laying on my side or laying on my stomach. You feel me? I lay on your back, yes, you will get it. There's more, you just up the chance by like 65% of getting sleep paralysis due to that, bro. Due to that. You feel me? Due to that, bro. You feel me? Like, that's, yeah. That's the shit right there.